Though it's hard, I know I gotta keep up. No time to late to drift away. I fill my space, I spend my time down the rabbit hole again. And as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. I'm out of love, but I guess I deserved it. Trying to hide, to pass you by. I'm getting down, feeling fine. I'm light as air, no one can reach me. Lost in a dream, lost in between. Let's keep on flying, let's keep on breathing. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. Cause I'm stuck in limbo. Cause I'm stuck in limbo.
Good day. Let's see, we'll go combining here soon. We can first measure a few things, I think. Then we'll go harvest. I think I left my that one I need. I think I left my thing for the phone mount here, or did I not leave it here? Well, we can hold this phone. Oh no, here it is. This guy don't need it here, but we can. Might be better for when we start here now. That's better, and we can leave power bank. Yeah, then we'll go check a few things. Then we'll go harvest. You can maybe even measure the, see what the peas are actually. Not gonna harvest peas today, but it would be kind of interesting to see what the moisture level is. The grain here, we got a little bit here, it's drying, it's probably like 15% or something. We could measure it. Guess we could try that first. I need the lights on, but could try this one. Good morning, Psycho. I can kind of try our moisture meter. Then we need our sample taker. Professional sample taker. See that there's not too many like thistles or other stuff in there. That's a pretty good sample. Whoops, well it should be enough with that even. Probably put this on first. Yeah, that's enough. Then we choose. Let's see if I remember how to use this. Yeah, oats. Now it's testing. Then we'll see what the moisture is. As we speak, the fan is on, so it's blowing like air through it. So it's actually drying it right now. But yeah, this is 16.5 or 16.5 I think. So it needs to dry more, but it's pretty good drying weather today. Yeah, testing moisture. We can go out on the field and test the peas actually also today. We're still gonna be harvesting oats today, but we can go, yeah, check that too. We'll check. We only have oats. It's only here and here now, but today we'll probably fill two or three more bins. Junk in there. That got out. It's real bad. Let me see, I'm gonna see how much water there is on the road. The other one was something like 15 or something. It's 15, 16, whatever I said. Yeah, this one is more, 19. This one was surprisingly kind of wet, but it can stay here and dry now. Like as long as it's under 20, it's fine, because it seems like the weather has turned, so it's kind of raining a little bit quite often. So if we can get it under 20, then it's pretty good. But yeah, let's go outside. We'll see if we can feel manually this with peas. Just try them for fun. We have to pick by hand these when they're still out in the field, but it would just be kind of nice to get a read, because the peas, this is the first time we have peas out in the field, so it's a very new thing for me also, these peas, but I would say they are starting to look pretty good. Wheat still definitely needs time, that's not ripe yet, but the peas here, they don't look that bad. We're gonna walk into where they're kind of flat. Here on the edge they might be ready, but most of the field is like the peas are laying down a little bit. So we'll try to get a more of an average percentage, or what it is. Like, it's mostly gonna be this. It's kind of laying down almost flat on the ground, so this might be hard to harvest, but yeah, you'll see that in a couple of days if we can harvest this. It's really close to the ground, so we might have to drive kind of slow to be able to harvest it. Then we'll just take some peas, some pods. Hopefully we don't need too much. Pop the seeds in here. There's some that some bugs have eaten a little bit, I think, but yeah, this might take a while before we get. We can try, hopefully we don't need too many. This will, yeah, we can try with a little bit less, and then if it doesn't say anything, then we'll have to pick more. Just grab some high and some that are almost on the ground and get like some sort of a read. I mean, if I buy it on one, it's not rock hard, but it has rained a little bit the last few days, so. I wonder if the other measurer would need less. Like these guys, you kind of need, when I feel it in there, I feel it all the way to up here, but hopefully we don't need that much. It's gonna take a little bit of time when I hand threshing some peas here. They seem like ready, like they're very crunchy. It opens up easily and the peas pop out easy, so I think this would, like the combine could harvest this. The earliest we might try might be tomorrow if we get the oats today. I think that's gonna be too little. When you tighten this needs to come up so it's like flat, but I think that's not gonna be. No, that doesn't do anything yet. We need way more. Way more harvesting. Probably needs like, I don't know, 50 grams. I think there are some like moisture measurers that you don't need that much. Would be nice for like when you try it out on the field. I don't see any green pods really, at least, so that should be a good sign. John could be here helping, but I don't know where he went. Should be somewhere around. Yeah, it needs to be at least kind of half full, I think. And the plant itself, I mean, it sounds kind of crispy, so I think that's a good sign. I don't see many green pods, like there's one green pod, but if there's only a little bit of those, then it should be possible to harvest. Some sort of worm there. More protein. We should get that guy out. He might skew the results a little bit. Should we try again? Where's the dam? There's some thrush. There was like a one bug there. Oh well, we can try now again. Maybe we'll get a reading. We still need more. John, where is John? We should have, yeah, like, maybe there is some sort of like quick measure where you can only put like a few peas inside. Like this one we need, now it's like covering the center thing, so maybe a little bit more and then we'll see. It would be nice to have one where you could put like maybe only like 5 seeds and then it would measure, then you could take from many places and test the moisture like quicker. This one seems like it needs a little bit. Yeah, some of these pods are almost opening up on their own, so we're not far away from harvest here, that's for sure. Kind of half full. Hopefully we didn't need to fill it completely. Then it's gonna take a while. The combine for sure does a little bit faster job. It would harvest this full in like under a second. But yeah, we'll just testing here. Maybe now. Yeah, now I think we have probably get some sort of a reading. And there should be peas in this one. Triticale even. That one. There was some like a bugs in there, so it might show a little bit higher. Oh yeah, 20%. And there with the bugs out, it might be, I could try to get them out and put the seeds back in, get another reading with kind of the same piece. If we can maybe do that somehow. Peace out. clean this and put them back, but there was like one bug in there. Maybe this guy could give like a false reading. For sure, if you squeeze this bug there, it can give you a false reading. But yeah, otherwise, a piece, they look good. Here we have like a nice... That was from not that many pods, so I will try to put them back in there. See if it changes anything. That. Testing, fick nog plocka 20% sa första.
Ja.
Jag vet inte om det var någon bug i med eller något. Det ser nog annars helt bra ut det med. 20 tycks det vara. Det är ju när det regnade igår. De här torkar betär till imorgon. Man ser sen imorgon om man kan prova med det här mindre åkaren.
Var inte marken lite högre liksom? Kosteus var när den går 14,5.
Vad skulle det vara när man sål, ja. No siinä on helt ok ut annars. Lika man näin någon sån maskas kan ge det false reading man ser på i bättre.
Men det som torkarna det som ligger då.
Det är på backan ja. Men det får det bättre, det får torka med imorgon.
Ja. Var det bara färdigt?
Det bör nog de där som det skulle nog tryska nog ute för att det där man kan ju se det uppe i dikan det var i vårdare men de här ser ganska där nu. Man känner när man tuggar att de är inte stenhårda. De där regnen det var hårdare för en stund sedan. Det är liksom vet det nog lite när det regnar där 3 mil. Det här som står så här torrare. Ja. Det här som står ser du det här är torrare. Det kan vara nog torrt. Well, I can leave these maybe inside here. They're going to rip those out. We don't need oats in the piece. But yeah, and then up here it might be even whatever. So it's not, the peas are not too dry definitely, but the oats also might be closer to 20 today when it's been raining a little bit the last few days, but we're still gonna take the oats off today, then at least that's done. It's dry enough. If it, as long as it's under 20, then you're like okay, and under 15 is great. Over 20 is like only if you really have to. But yeah, now it's like 12. I'm gonna start like 1 with the oats. But yeah, I don't see many green ones. Here would be the place to have green ones if there is green ones. There's like 1 green. Other they look really brown. I don't know if you have you seen anywhere else someone harvesting peas? Maybe some little bit green, but not too bad. As long as it would like harvest out the peas, so it doesn't. You don't want the really green ones, then it can get stuck in the combine. But yeah, we might try like this field is easy. We can try here because this would be like 1 load probably in the trailer, so we can try this tomorrow if nothing else. See if settings are good and how hard or easy it is to harvest. But yeah, I'm gonna leave these here. Then I don't know if they dry like this. Then you can try again later, see if it changes at all. Put this back up there with the open, so everyone you can see that there's peas inside. Wheat is definitely not. It should start hanging. It's not hanging yet. So. Det kan nog kärähtää lite där på det. Ja, de var nog nästan när vi tog här så de var så där nästan. Ja. De var nästan när vi här förra så var det var så här i huvudet nästan ner så där som vete. Började nästan det häng ner, ja. Hanging. How's it hanging? Pretty good.
Pretty good. Warm and tossy.
Maybe sun comes out soon. It's kind of cloudy today. Maybe a little bit of sun would help. This here. It's real bad. Let me see. I'm gonna see how much water there is on the road. There's a good old 15 centimeters of water in the middle of the road. 10 to 15 centimeters of water. Yeah. Mexico. For real, not just a random Mexico guess. But where? Pretty dry. Boy, cat is coming for you guys. Cat is coming for the camera. Hear random sounds. Okay, let's start it up and go. Jag bara far nog nu så kommer sen det räcker en timme från jag fyllde där. Yeah, now it's like soon 1 p.m. I think that's probably a good time to start. Let's check those are closed. Inside here everything is closed. Shut, so it's good to go. Pipe will throw out later. Header is good. Yeah, there was some stuck here. That's clean now. Should be good. Good morning, Dennis. I'm gonna switch the chat phone. Put it in a better place. Should be charging. This should be good. Should be right field. Just ready to continue, I guess. And we got liquids. We got stuff. We'll just see if this thing wants to fire up. close. This is, we're not too close. Va? Nah. two exactly the same combines, pretty much. Neighbors. I think it's not the same, but very close. Very, very close. Side. But yeah, let's go throw the pipe out before we do anything else. Not falling apart. Yeah, is it loading for you guys or is the stream working well? For me it's loading and sometimes it's a sign that the internet is not good. Hopefully it's good for you guys. My internet here seems good, but sometimes it can be also the internet from the streaming computer to the platforms that's a little bit laggy and stuff. Yeah, let's fire up. there, it's kind of horrible. This is still doable here, but that's definitely too many weeds. filling up full, then we can take this little bit. Little bit. Thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, today it's not only Sampo hype. Wait until you see another Sampo. We have two almost similar ones here now. Neighbors also out there, so now you can see two almost similar combines here. combine, it's also way different. It's like a big trouble instead of like, I think you call them straw walkers in English or something. But yeah, I think even Sampo has one of those that have the big trouble type thing inside the combine. It's usually the really big combines that have that. Okay, if you have that, then it has a lot more like, those have like more capacity to handle more grain. Then you can really push in a lot of stuff. Some Indian company, I think, for a while now, and now they're like wanting to sell it. So hopefully there is still some. Maybe they're gonna end producing combines or something. 10,000 liter grain tank. Yeah, that's pretty big. That one tank wouldn't fit in one trailer, so. John is in from Key. watched last stream, then you know how it goes sometimes. Because last stream, no, it rained, so it rained that day. It was Sunday, then it rained like Sunday, Monday night it rained, and yesterday it rained. Not much, but like 3 or 4 times. In total, probably maybe 10 millimeters. So yeah, it's probably, the grain would otherwise be pretty dry, but now I think it might be pretty close to 20% still. Very annoying rain when you're harvesting. Just enough to keep the crop kind of wet. But yeah, fingers crossed we can finish the oats today. that's a technical, where you technically want to cut, but you want to be a little bit on the safe side. Like we don't want to lose grade because I'm cutting too high, so I don't want to make that mistake at least. That would be definitely a bad mistake. Now can grab that little piece that was left behind. Maybe there's a little bit of room in the tank. The B fields we will have to shave it really close to the ground because it's kind of flat. It will be interesting. I've never harvested peas, so we'll see how well we get them in the tank. It could be a struggle, but hopefully we can not have too much of a struggle then. Okay, it's not blinking, but it's pretty much full. So close to the trailer here that it's best to definitely dump now. It wasn't a blinking full trailer, but close enough. just the diesels basically at this point. Like sure, there is some places like this where there is the twitch grass, but it's 90% of the weed problem is exactly one plant, and that's the one diesel pump. when I went up there, it was like a good spot. There was very little diesel here in the lower half, so that's also gonna make like easily 10% difference or something. If there is some places it's more diesels and some places less. So it's not gonna be exactly the same all the time. First break and clean up the air filter or radiator. It's raining there in the other end now. It looks bad. That looks very not promising over there. Like the other end, it looks like it's raining there. Oh boy. Please no rain. Or is it that hopefully it's just like some haze or something, but it does not look good again, guys. Looks like it's raining in the other end of the... It's coming this way, so... Please no rain. Yeah, I see drops on the window already. Hopefully it's just a few drops. Otherwise we're out of here again. forest there, if it starts to look like white, then you know it's raining, but now it's not. might actually have gotten lucky there. Please, no rain today. But yeah, that's about as much as you can get and still continue. So like a tiny few drops. And then now it's windy, so hopefully it's gonna like dry away pretty fast. But yeah, it didn't change how the combine runs. So. But any more than that, then it doesn't want to flow in here in front, and it's not gonna clean it out as well. And yeah, everything kind of gets screwed up if there's any more rain than that. Especially when you have green weeds, then it's like even worse. It has to be dry, otherwise it's not gonna work. wet unnecessary. Stuck on the radiator. Yeah, I'll leave the camera here because the backpack is there, so it's easier for me to just leave camera for a little bit. Maybe I can put you here so you can still see some. Look at the nice sky. Back on. But yeah, I think the wind is like, it's good when it's pushing like straight from the back and straight from the front. Like the radiator was actually really clean. So if the wind is straight from the side, then it collects like a lot on the radiator there. But now when the wind is pushing, it's pushing like the same way we're driving, like back and forth, north, south. Then it's kind of cleaning the radiator off, so it was actually not bad at all. I think when it's a side wind, then it really wants to collect sometimes. But yeah, we should be good to go again. John is here to pick up the first trailer. Probably gonna get 3 today. Maybe a little bit more. top beside the engine there is radiator. Yeah, it's up there. There is the things are clean. It's not the radiator. I guess it's where the radiator sucks in air. So if that gets blocked, then it can't suck in air, which means it's gonna like overheat. But there's the bottom of the combine that's also clean. It's where the fan takes in air. So there's like a fan that blows away the small stuff and throws it out of the back. I think the chaff it's called. So that fan kind of takes in its wind from there, or air. So you want to keep those also pretty clean, otherwise otherwise that fan doesn't get air, and then it doesn't blow, and then stuff doesn't get clean. Yeah, the wind kind of, it's when I walked outside you could see the little thing that's underneath the combine almost shaking. That's the place where all the like small stuff comes out. Husks and other small particles. And they are blown out of there kind of with the help of a fan. There goes first load. If I see how steep the grade is, then it's probably like 20, it should be under 20% maybe. If the piles are really steep, then it's really wet usually. had it a few years in the tractor, so. I'm sure that they don't have, or the other neighbor, they for sure they don't have auto steer, because they don't have auto steer in anything, I think. I think, and the other guy, well, yeah, he's a little bit younger, but yeah, both these neighbors and the other neighbors, they're almost like hobby farmers. Like they do other work also. Hello there, director. Doing pretty good. We dodged a bullet here like 20 minutes ago. It almost started to rain again. But this time it was so little that we can actually push through, which like never happens. Usually if you get a little rain, then it's game over for that day. Hopefully we can keep up the luck for the rest of the day also. Some sort of chance of rain, so it would be nice to get 1 month without rain right about now. This is the time of the year to get the dry period, if any. That's when like a big lump goes through the, whatever you call it, the thresher or something. That's why I'm going slower here, where at this end when there's so much of that green stuff. It's not the best to harvest though, that's for sure. Yeah, it's this last bit here is like definitely the worst. Trying to cut it a little higher and then going slower and yeah, trying to feed it evenly. Not easy to do when it's this weedy. The rest is fine, but this part is a little sketch. Like in end of September or October, then that end there you might just have to leave. Like it has to be really dry, otherwise there's no chance. There's no chance you can harvest. If the grass or the weeds are wet there, then no chance. to dodge rains. That's pretty much what's it been the last few days. That's why I haven't been able to really harvest anything now. now the grass is pretty long. Last year it was a little bit of an issue when the crop was so short, but on a normal year I would say it works pretty well. I see that cloud. It does not look good. Very dark, very big. Everybody pray it doesn't start to rain. Moisture drain now. Oh, that's very surprising. So yeah, the grain is ready, it's dry. Just keep the effing showers out. Keep the effing showers out, please. Like, look at that cloud there. It does not look good. But no, if the camera is too low, you can see or what. Very dark clouds. Menacing clouds incoming. Yeah, well, how does it look in rain radar, John? Is it raining like further from where the clouds are coming or not? I could check myself, of course, also, but still need to focus a little bit. Rain coming from north. Fuck. How much time do we have? How much time until it rains? If it's like 10 minutes, then I'm just gonna finish this load and then we're out of here again. If it's like heavier rain. Sounds like a weather forecast, man. Might rain or it might not. Jesus, kind of bends around. Well, I think we're gonna keep going then. See what happens. This tank I can probably finish. I guess John is somewhere here. That's good that you're here because yeah, we might need to panic evacuate at some point. This trailer is good that it's further here that if we when we start the like, because this field is like yeah wider at one end. In the middle of the compound. Well, now when we have orders here, it doesn't the combine here and drive the tractor back, but I think it's better if John takes a tractor. I can. Oh, you're in the tractor. I can't see. Ah, yeah, there you are. On the line. So I'll fill this. It's gonna probably be full very soon here. If I grab this little piece, and then we'll dump it, and then we'll see what the radar says. I might wait a little bit here at this end and see what it looks like. Kinda looks bad. I guess the cloud is getting. I see the rainbow now, which is. It's not good to see the rainbow when you're harvesting. Kinda better if there's no rainbow.
Check what the radar looks like. I put you guys to the side. Probably shut it off. Check the rain radar, check the situation here a little bit. Let's see. And I don't have the good rain radar app here also, which is sad. Yeah, according to this, there is... it should not rain. If it's not gonna rain now, then it should be good, but how's the rain radar looking? I have the bad rain radar here. John, do you have the better? Because I have the crappy rain radar here. It might pass, might not pass. Probably best to wait a little bit here now, see, because we can do this today. We're not that way in a hurry. It seems like it's kind of small showers. Don't know why I don't have the good app here that would have the good rain radar. John, do you have the good rain radar? That way you could, the one that you can, I have the crappy Foreca one, you can't trust that one. Maybe if I look up this stuff, then I should see. This one should have a pretty good rain radar. I'm also gonna go outside a little bit here. I still don't see, maybe I see a little bit of rain now in the distance there. Yeah, this is kind of not nice. It would be, we need maybe, yeah, maybe a couple hours. We still need a decent bit of time, maybe 3 hours to finish this, but if it's gonna rain, then it's not going to work. 0.1%. I'm trying to load rain radar here. It takes like 5 minutes on my phone. I don't have the good app. Like Ilmatieteen laitos has a pretty good app. Go outside and do a thing while I wait.
Nu sitter med oklar och ute levenerar där liksom. Kommer ifrån norr.
White stuff here. Det är sånt där. Det tar man något ut så byter om. Det är varje dag.
Det är bara bort. Det är nog bara det kommer till mycket bild här.
När såg det också att det var 15 sen. Den är färdig, den är torr, den är... Den behöver den här biten av kvar där.
Det tar det in.
Då var det för böjd ner. Det var fint. Det var Do we have rain radar now? Let's see. And this one, it doesn't show like a dot where we are. Looks kind of bad. This one, the Ilmatieteen lights is nice, but it doesn't have a dot where we are, so I don't know. But it's like red. It is red to the north now, so I think. But yeah, it seems according there's like a red stripe, so I think we can't do, but we'll see. We can wait a little bit. But it can't be much, like even 1 millimeter is too much. It looks like it's growing just before it comes here, so I think it's game over. I think it looks kind of bad right now. I already feel like small drops now, and it's not even like it's really not raining yet. Would be nice to finish the field here one day, so don't have to come 3 times to the same field. We can finish this field in one day, but it's always raining after a couple hours. It kind of sucks. There's 2, it's like a half a load now, two loads in that one. So 1.5 trailers today now. Yeah, we can take you guys. You can see in the distance there. You can see very far there. If if in front of the forest it gets like white, then you know it's raining. There's I see a little bit of white there, but it's not. If it turns more white, then it's game over. Then it's again time to wait. It's not nice. It's almost 4 hectares done now. We need like three hours, then it would be done.
Driving to the field 3 times would only be good if the yield would be so high that perseverance though would be needed.
Yeah, otherwise it sucks. Now the wind picks up. That's also a really bad sign. That's always just before it rains. Usually it starts like there's a lot more wind. So signs are not good here. Yeah, now it's getting wider there. I see it. Oh fuck. Yeah, I think we can probably call it. Du kan fara och så väntar jag om det bara kommer lite. Ja, om det kommer lite, men jag måste keep it kärron. Det är väl kärron får ett annat får det bli hi. John can leave, yeah, he's got two. Yeah, but it's probably too much. John can leave, I'm gonna wait a little bit, but it does not look good. According to the rain forecast, it's not looking promising, I think. But we can wait here a little bit. I'll close the door because it's already, I feel some drops. We'll see on the screen here. Yeah, now in the distance there it looks worse. But we can wait, we can chill here and wait a little bit. Yeah, a few drops on the screen already here. Yeah, unless it really dry. I mean, it could dry up before, but there's also behind, there's like other showers that might come. There's even thunder not too far from here. I should probably throw the pipe down. Yeah, now there's more white. You can see where the power line goes. It's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna go out, throw the pipe down. We'll wait a little bit, but it's probably game over again. Yeah, now it looks bad. Now it looks real bad. You can see in the distance there, now it's completely white there where the power lines are. And it's coming this way, so we can close the hatch here also. Pretty much rip at this point. Two days now where it was 0% chance of rain and then it rains.
For fuck's sake. You can see when it comes closer there. Now it's almost to the farm there already. When the farm is completely white, then we can leave. Because this one, it's gonna give again 1 millimeter. Just enough to make everything wet. It's not it's not gonna rain 10 millimeters. It's not gonna rain 5 millimeters. It's gonna rain just enough to get us out of here. And it comes like this way. I see it's white there now, like 1 kilometer away. And it's coming this way, so. Over there it's also raining. Like a kilometer that way.
Stop combines them.
Yeah, the rain is definitely stopping combines. The neighbors here probably have to quit, and those guys have to quit, and that guy, neighbor there, is harvesting. He's gonna quit, and everybody's gonna quit. Yeah, now you can hear it on the combine. It's like some drops you can hear on the combine now when it's shut down. I could check the damn radar once more, but I don't think it looks good. Could probably drive out of here. I mean, the combine, it doesn't matter if it rains on the combine, but it would be nicer to keep it dry, I guess. It's really windy now, which is nice. Yeah, now you can see, now it's like white almost to the closest forest there. So yeah, rip. My phone is so slow, it takes like 2 minutes to load the goddamn rain radar. But yeah, we can put it away. We were pretty much out. Now we have, like, there's Wednesday, Thursday, that should again be no rain, and then on weekend it's actually gonna rain. So I guess according to the forecast, so then it's for sure rip. Yeah, it's kind of splitting I don't have my good rain up here, but it's kind of quitting. But it's the red area coming towards us. But in any case, it's gonna be it's probably too much already now. Like you can see there. Maybe it could work still now, but it's probably gonna hit us a little bit too much. Oh, I should check now. I know what I should check. Put the phone camera away. I need to check one thing. I need to check the team. Let's see. Don't I have it here? Yeah, now it's raining too much. Now it's definitely game over. We can get out of here. Now again, yeah, it's now I have the app. Yeah, there's a little 5-minute red dot right on top of us. So, rip. Well, we're heading out of here again. Hello there, Irene. You can again join us when we're again quitting because it started to rain.
Jesus Christ. Today we got, what did we get in? 2 hours. Still on the same field. Have to come back a third time. Maybe third time is the charm on this field. Sure seems like it. Yeah, we'll head out. Kind of raining. It's probably gonna stop raining by the time we're back to the farm, but then everything is wet and then, you know, time to wait a day again. This is so bad for the wheat. This is so bad for the wheat. Rain every freaking day. If the wheat does not lose its quality now, I'm gonna be shocked. And if the wheat goes to animal feed, then it drops in price like 30%, so that sucks. Oats probably can handle this. Peas might get harder to harvest. Wheat is gonna lose quality. Hard rain, oh fuck. That's gonna be bad. It can even shell out the peas. God dang it. Oats is like flapping around. Oh, I should stop this. We're not harvesting right now.
hoping again, hopefully it stays windy, sunny, then maybe tomorrow. I mean, we can start pretty late tomorrow because now there's like 2 hectares left. God damn. Windshield wiper on a combine, trust me. We were harvesting oats, but not doing anything right now because it's raining. Coming down hard, you can see on the road here. This is not good. Yeah, it's gotta be dry when you harvest, or we have grain dryers, but if it's really wet, then you can't harvest it even. Waiting field. No, so this rain it's gonna shut down us for sure today. Then maybe we can do something tomorrow. 100% done for today. Also, I don't want to get wet. If I ride the bike outside now, you get really wet because it's actually raining like more than 1 millimeter maybe. A couple hours today. 3 more hours and we would have gotten everything from that field. Now we can hear again from the roof how much it's raining. Sounds bad. Sounds fucking bad. Again, 0% chance of rain. You guys might get very, very many streams this year because it seems like we can't get anywhere. Next time we can probably harvest like 30 minutes. Seems to be getting shorter and shorter all the time. Not good. Why not leave machine in field? I just like 30 seconds ago I said why I'm not leaving it in the field. But 30 seconds might be too much for some people. Yeah, I can take the backpack. We can listen to the rain a little bit. take my streaming stuff from here. Well, I didn't use this one, so I can leave that here. That's completely charged. Put that inside there. Put the backpack back on. Then what else do I need from here? A chat phone I probably need. This battery still has... that still got juice. Yeah, combine got a little wet, but that's fine. It's more the crop that is not fine with this. Yeah, now this is more than 1 millimeter, so today is completely off limits. Even tomorrow is... we might be like, what, Thursday might be next day that we can do something now. For fuck's sake. Are machines damaged? No, machines are fine. It's the crop I'm worried about, not the machines. But yeah, I gotta wait here myself also, because I don't want to go anywhere with the streaming gear. I don't want to get this wet, so we gotta wait a little bit here. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be very. It should stop. It's not like a long shower. I think I can see clear sky there. Now it's like, it sounds like it's stopping now. But again, just enough to make everything wet. For the 5th time in 5 days. If we can get 1 day without rain, I should get like 1 million. Because that's very much impossible at the moment. Quick, thank you for the follow. Yeah, someone wanna bet against me. We can get 1 day without rain. I would probably give you guys pretty good odds. Seems to be continuing for a little bit. It shouldn't, according to the map, it didn't look like a big shower, but you have many fields. We have a few fields. Renting harvester, no. We own the harvester, it's paid off. It's an older one, so it's not that expensive. Now it maybe stops. Sounds like it's maybe letting up. You can really hear it well on this metallic roof. But at least it was good that we stopped before it started to rain, so John had time to bring the trailer inside here, so at least the grain we harvested didn't get more wet. And he said it was 15%, so that's really good. Now if this rain wouldn't have come, we would have finished that field and got it pretty dry off the field even. can harvest with scythe knife on pole. No. Way too many way too big fields. Not possible. Not possible until unless I would have like 100 or 200 people helping. But yeah, if it stops, we can check how much we got. But it's probably now like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. So again, not a day without 3 millimeters of rain. Harder again. At least there's no hail so far, but this is gonna make the pea harvest, I think, harder. They're gonna be closer to the ground again, so not good. This a month ago would be fine. In May would be fine with more rain. June more rain, please. July more rain. Please no rain in August. Can you make a do-it-yourself machine harvester from old car? Nah, it would be pretty hard. I mean, of course you could build all this, but it's probably cheaper to buy an older combine or something at that point. Would be pretty hard to build, like you can't build wheels from scratch, or yeah, probably pretty hard to build a complete combine. I mean, when they built the first combine, I don't know how they did that, but it was probably somebody doing something first and then building it a little bit more, and when they kind of invented the harvester. Man, it's continuing for quite a long time now. I thought it was just gonna be a little shower. Soon it's like 5 millimeters probably. Now it's so much rain that I'm kind of skeptical about tomorrow already. Maybe late. We can start really late tomorrow because there's only like 2 hectares left, but we're gonna need a bunch of sun and a bunch of wind to dry this up. And just like that it stopped. Just like in a wall. It starts and now it's gone. Pretty much stopped like that. I guess now we could go and check the rain gauge, see how much we got. Probably under 5 millimeters. So again, not that much in a way, but enough to make everything wet. Yeah, now it stopped. We can check the rain gauge, and then it's game over for today. Then I'll be back next time whenever we can harvest. Maybe tomorrow, but probably Thursday. Or yeah, maybe tomorrow evening or late tomorrow or then Thursday. Let's see what there is. Oh yeah, 5 millimeters. It came kind of quick. That's about 5 millimeters, maybe even 6. That's too much. Peas look, I guess they look the same, and at least the wheat didn't go flat, so that's good. But yeah, it's not good this when it rains every day. But yeah, thanks for watching today. I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is, whenever we can harvest. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you guys later.